Hi everybody, this is Karen Jones, giving you an update on Montgomery Public School System. Keeping it real as usual. Last week, almost 50 years to the date of Governor George Wallace standing in the doorways of University of Alabama in 1963, trying to prohibit two African Americans, Vivian Malone and James Hood, from entering in the University of Alabama. We have Superintendent Barbara Thompson, although black, pulling the same stunt as to denying children of Pike Road an opportunity to continue going to school in Montgomery. The County of Pike Road is establishing their own school system. However, they want to allow their children to continue to attend Montgomery Magnet School, which I see no problem with. And I don't understand why the superintendent and the Injustice League, that's the board members, would vote not to allow these children to continue to attend the magnet program in Montgomery Public Schools. And the reason why I have a problem with it, and maybe the superintendent has not been formally educated on Montgomery, the county of Montgomery, and maybe the board needs to discuss with her. Montgomery County has different cities in it. If it were not so, Superintendent, we wouldn't have Dunbar Raymer School, which is in Raymer, Alabama, Penlala Elementary School, which is in Penlala, Alabama. Although different cities, those schools and those children who dwell in Raymer and Penlala, Alabama, they attend a Montgomery public school. We're not a city school system. So for you to pull a stunt like, oh, they started their own school system, that's fine as a city for them to start their own school system. You can't deny them the opportunity to attend a magnet school within the same county, dear love. It would seem as if you're pulling these stunts for those who are lowly educated, or I don't know, maybe you're trying to, I don't know what games you're playing, but it's the same principle as George Wallace. And then on top of that, you want to give out the information, registration time for the new school, Park Crossing, is coming up, and parents who already attend high schools who want to transfer don't have to register. Parents, go over there and register. I'm going to tell you why. She's only opening up the school to 9th and 10th graders. 3 of our high schools currently, as of today, June 17, are on the needs improvement list. Lee and JD have been on that needs improvement list, failing school list, for almost a decade. And I pray that tomorrow, when the new AYP list is open to the public, that they made it this year. But it will take another year for them to come off of the list. So they're still going to be on the list. However, that's if they made all of the necessary requirements to come off to pass AYP. We'll know tomorrow, Tuesday. However, today as it stands, 3 of the traditional high schools are on that needs improvement list. That's Lanier, Lee, and JD. Carver is the only school that is not on the needs improvement list. Carver is almost to capacity. So parents, if you want to transfer your child to a non-failing school, you only have two options: Carver and Park Crossing. Do not let them tell you you should not pre-register or register your child if you want to transfer. Under the No Child Left Behind Act, you are able to transfer your child, and they must provide transportation for you if you don't even live in the area. 20% of their Title I budget is allocated for this under the No Child Left Behind Act. So I wanted to give you a heads up. Tomorrow when the list comes out, we'll discuss it further. But parents, if you have any questions, especially the parents in Pike Road, if I were you, I would call the U.S. Department of Education and make a complaint with them. Their telephone number is 404-974-9406. Again, that's the Office for Civil Rights, U.S. Department of Education. Because with the superintendent telling you all that your children cannot continue to go to the magnet school in Montgomery, the city of Montgomery, is like telling a Raymer, a child living in Raymer, that they can't attend a school in Montgomery, the city of Montgomery, in which we know they do that, or Penlala. So if those students in Raymer and Penlala are allowed to go to any of the magnet programs, your children should also be afforded the opportunity. Please, let's stop playing these stunts and games with this superintendent. 50 years to the date, she is the new face of George Wallace 2013, and the board members who agree with her also are the new faces of segregation, regardless if they're black or white. They're not right, they're wrong, and we need to put an end to it. I wish we had a recall law. All of them need to be out of here, booted. They're the Injustice League, always causing confusion and providing a disservice to the students in this county. And for those of you all who work with the superintendent, who are passing this on to the board members, superintendent and the board members, have a conversation about city and county. Just have a discussion of the differences between a city and a county, mainly Montgomery County and Montgomery City. See, because we already allowed the city of Raymer and the city of Penlala students to attend Montgomery County schools. She may have overlooked that. She's not from here. Maybe nobody took the time to give her demographics, to let her know what's going on, because each week we're dealing with things that should be fairly reasonable to understand, but somehow they're not grasping the information and retaining it. So we're going to help them out. We're going to ask everybody who watches this, and you can do it on behalf of somebody who lives in Pike Road, or just any child in Montgomery County. And that means if they're even if they live in Raymer or Penlala, how about that? You call area code 404-974-9406. You can make your complaint asking them how to do it via the telephone call, or ask them for the website. You can Google it. U.S. Department of Education, Office for Civil Rights. Area code 404-974-9406. Montgomery Public School System deserves an opportunity to provide free and appropriate education to all students, but the school system can't do anything unless the leadership start providing service, because right now they're providing a disservice to all of the students in Montgomery County, and it's a shame.